Okay, collective. Something could have happened 4 months ago. Something could have been happening to someone for the past 4 months. Okay, I was in bed and I was getting a message about a parental figure, a feminine energy, uh, basically sold their child, or they knew that their child was sold because this child was violated. This could be multiple children between ages, I want to say five five to probably what 15, 16, or even in their early adult years. Yeah, child exploitation. I'm not making it up. Whoever this mother figure is, they know what happened to the child. And for some of you guys, the child, even a child complained to a parent about what happened to them. And they acted like they wasn't aware about what happened to this child. But Spirit is saying this person was the one who orchestrated something. They knew what was happening. They could have made it seem to somebody like something was a surprise gift, like something was a gift to them, not knowing that whatever they gave this child was part of them taken advantage of. They gave the child something. So somebody could have said, here, offer them this, right? And it could be something expensive, offer them this. When the child got the gift, the child didn't know that, there was something that had to be, they had to give up something for that gift. For some of you guys, this could even be somebody that, let's say a child that was talented and they got offered a record deal or something like that, right? Something along those lines. What they didn't know is that they had to give up a piece of them for that deal. But whoever the parent is, the parent knew. But they turned a blind eye and act like they didn't know. Yeah, they made it see. They gave this child a new car. So here, baby, I bought you a surprise gift. I bought you a new car. A new car, right? For whatever. But that person played, whoever the child is, paid with their innocence. Fertility magic is involved. New opportunities, I get you a new car. You get to start this project you want to do. Okay? But what they didn't let this child know, well, baby, you're going to have to give something to get something. You know what I'm saying? And then when it happened, yeah, they present whatever they presented to this child was generational wealth. Whoever this mother is, whoever this person is, they got they got some sort of mental illness, okay? Because there's no way you know what it is and, you agree. It was like, okay, but it's generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're going to get this, but this is what comes with it. Spirit is saying this is not the first time that somebody has done this. It's not the first time. And somebody's drawing a blank. Somebody could be drawing a blank because they're finding out. It's like somebody's like, are you kidding me? Like you knew what was happening. Like you knew this was going to happen to me. You know this would happen. You know this is what was taking place. And you acted like you didn't know. Right? Something like, yeah, because they had this child bewitched. This child was bewitched so that they would not be able to see. I'm telling you, it was given to them as a surprise gift. Not knowing, the child not knowing that they were being exploited because it was a surprise gift, a new car, new opportunities. It's gonna lead to generational wealth, baby. 444 in the timer. But what they didn't let this child know is you're gonna have to give up your innocence. They're gonna take your innocence from you. Now they talking about I don't want to lose you. Whoever got the new car, whoever they gave the child, they're telling this child now, I don't want to lose you. Yeah, because somebody's realizing they're about to lose their stability for this condescending acts, curses that they had placed upon this child. Surprise gift in the reverse. We have sex magic. And then we have contemplating suicide. Whoever did this, and it wasn't their first time, they're the ones contemplating suicide. Even generational wealth. For this person to get generational wealth or obtain the generational wealth that they have, they were playing in sex magic. Whether they did sex magic on a child, they did sex magic on other people, because Spirit is saying it's not the first time that somebody has done this. I don't know why I be getting these kind of messages, but, and I said it too. I said it even when I got the message, because even when I got the message, I started feeling disgust. So what is this telling me? Whoever is involved in this, they were in my energy, which is the reason why I got the download. And I said to Spirit, I said, I don't want to read this. I don't want to put this message out. But when Spirit said, this is the message that you're going to put out, what am I to do? What am I to do? I mean, I have the option of not putting it out, but then what happens on the back end when I'm not doing what I'm being guided to? What Spirit is guiding me to? You understand? There's repercussions for everything in life. Even if some of you guys be feeling like when we put out messages, oh, we're just making shit up. No. This is the message. Think I want to read this type of shit? Every time it's always some shit. Loss of stability. Loss of stability. Somebody's going to lose their stability for whatever they did to this child. Glamour spells, and then they did glamour spells on top of it to hide what they were doing. Incest could be involved, child exploitation. Somebody exploited a child. And for some of you guys, the child might not even be a child anymore. Okay? Yeah, there's identity theft. Whoever this child is that was exploited, their identity was also stolen. Their identity was also used in things that they're not aware of. Somebody's a succubus, or somebody has a succubus attachment as well. Or they were attempting to, they could have even attached a succubus attachment to this child in order to, with the sex magic to get whatever it is that they wanted done. And Spirit is saying they definitely did fertility magic on this child as well. Somebody told this child, it could be the same parent, they said, take a chance. Take a chance, try it out and see. See how you feel, if you like it. It came right out. It came right out. Take a chance. Somebody presented this child a new opportunity. But remember, surprise gift is in the reverse, so it wasn't a surprise to the child. And then they told them about this new opportunity. Take a chance. Try it out. Try it out. Spirit is saying they've neglected this child. Somebody could be suffering from migraines too. I was paid to get to know you better. Somebody was paid to get to know this child. Yeah, somebody who's evading taxes. This person is not even paying their taxes. Okay. I told you, it came out. Mental illness. Somebody's definitely, whoever this parent is, or guardian, or whatever this person is, they got some sort of mental illness because they themselves is traumatized. They themselves has some sort of traumatic experience happening with this situation because they themselves was sex trafficked. They themselves was raped. They themselves was drugged. Okay? We got child neglect. I don't got no more space. You know what I mean? So we're just going to work with what we got here. But this is, Whatever happened to this parent, they made it happen to their child instead of protecting this child. They went ahead and they made it because they themselves are suffering from some mental illness. They're traumatized because they were sex trafficked, they were raped, they were drugged. Now they're contemplating suicide. They're not even paying their taxes. And what did you do? Instead of you protecting this baby, what did you do? You went ahead and you allowed these demons to do the same thing to this child because you were traumatized by whatever happened to you. That's why I don't leave my kid. That's why I don't leave my kid with nobody. I try my best. God knows I try my best. You know what I mean? But with the type of shit that's happening on the planet right now, the type of shit that's happening out here, I remember the last school that I was in before my daughter was in before I pulled her out. The owner told me, "You're too what did she say? You're too overprotective of this child." 11:11 on the timer as I'm saying this. You're too overprotected of this child. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you serious? The things that's happening, you're telling me I'm overprotected of my daughter? And lo and behold, I go pick up my child from school. My child got marks in her skin and all types of shit, which is the reason why I had to pull her out, because she being autistic and she not being verbal, they were taking advantage of my daughter. Every time, it's like every other week I pick up my daughter, there's a new mark on her skin somewhere. I don't beat my daughter. One of the reasons I don't beat her is because she's autistic. But I don't beat her because I got enough whoopings in my life for me and her put together. But whoever this person is, they didn't care. They felt like whatever they went through, they didn't care if their child had to go through it, because in the back of their head, oh, it's going to gain you generational wealth. But to what, the price of what? Because the same mental illness that you have, by you putting that energy onto the child is going to suffer the same mental illness. We have got to do better as a people. Why would you want 12:34 on the timer? Why would you want what happened to you to happen to your child? Why? Why would you not see like what? I don't like reading this type of shit, man. What's new car? I'm ready to get out this energy. What's fulfillment? It'll give you'll be able to have, like, this could be something that what a family did. You know what I mean? This is what they do. They give you, I'll give you a new car. I'll give you a new home. You know what I mean? I'll create opportunities for you. 1331. Something is returning to the sender. I'll create new opportunities for you. That way you'll have generational wealth. But you got to give up your innocence. You know what I mean? What's I don't want to lose you? Emperor. A father figure paid for this. An emperor, a father figure in a family. That's what they do. They pay to take these children goodies and they give them, I give you a new car. I give you money. I give you gifts. I buy you this. I buy you that. That way, you don't lose stability. I give you what you want so you don't lose stability, but you got to give me something too, Like, this is something that has been happening in families for generations with the 10 of Pentacles here. This is something that has been happening for generations. So I'm picking up a generational curse that needs to be broken. Something something got to come to an end. I don't know how. I don't know how, collective. Somebody feels like, oh, if you walk away, you'll suffer. You know what I mean? This is what somebody basically saying. If you 15, if you don't just give in and, fall in line with this type of stuff, then you lose your stability. You lose everything. What's loss of stability? A couple. A couple that made an offer to sacrifice somebody. Yeah, because this is considered a sacrifice because they walked away. I'm telling you. This is what I'm picking up. Or if you walk away, if you don't just give in, you lose your stability. Now, the couple that's involved in this, the mother, father, whoever the fuck in a family that's responsible for doing this to these kids, they're about to lose their stability too. Yeah, somebody's pissed off. Somebody's upset. What's new opportunities? They stole your new opportunities. And now they're in regrets because you left. That's why they're talking about, I don't want to lose you. But they already stole your opportunities. For some of you guys, that could be the reason why. Some of you guys, whatever surprise gift, you didn't receive it. Or something that somebody said was a surprise gift. It wasn't a gift. It wasn't a gift because they already stole your goodies, right? Your innocence. When somebody take your innocence from you, that is theft. So therefore, what do? They siphon your energy. They steal your energy, right? Even when they penetrate you, there's some sort of ritualistic work that they do on the back end, 1717, to steal and pull whatever it is you're supposed to be receiving. What surprise gift in the reverse? A Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Did something to bring you an ending. So these people have been working together because you walked away from them. Yeah. Yep. King of Wands is having a tower. King of Cups was able to stop something. Somebody stopped some sort of notoriety, stop something from being heard, being seen. But somebody is now fighting the work that they did. Yes, they are. A Virgo. Yep. An Empress. Whatever they did to an Empress, they blocked an Empress. And your happiness, they blocked your happiness, they blocked your family. Because you made the decision to walk away from the past. So they made the decision. Yep. Yep. What's take a chance, please? 4 of Swords. Somebody wanted you to lay something to rest. Because they're needing strength, because you're healed. What is the 4 of Swords? Somebody wanted you to lay, holding back. Somebody don't want you to hold back. Because they see you as the nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this King of Cups. Yeah. They want you to lay something to rest because they feel like you're holding back. And they want all these pentacles that's supposed to be coming to you, they want it for themselves. That's why they're like, take a chance, lay this to rest. Yeah, that's what they want. Yeah, Spirit said you could have closed the cycle, or they closed the cycle on you, Empress, because you held back, because you moved away from a mother that sold you. And they want you to be scared. Somebody could feel like you're scared of intimacy. You're scared of sex. But it's not about being scared of sex, especially when you go through certain things, when you've experienced certain things. Somebody sold their child to to an industry of some sort. And somebody created, whoever they sold you to, this emperor that they sold you to, they created where you would lose your stability because you held back, because you don't want to give them what they want, right? You don't want to take a chance on whatever they want you to take a chance on. Now, whoever the couple is that did this to you, they're going to lose their stability too. They're going to lose their stability too. Whatever they want for you, it'll happen to them. What is the generational wealth? Somebody stopped your generational wealth. They did. They stopped your generational wealth. That's what they didn't want you to see. This group didn't want you to see that they closed the cycle from you receiving generational wealth. Yep. Because they're obsessed, and what they want is, they not only do they want to close a cycle on you, they want what you got between your legs. But that was blocked, or that is being blocked, and they're spying on you. Yep. They didn't want you to see that they were doing work on you to bring you a death, to bring you an ending, because you would not accept their offer. And their offer is for them to sleep with you. What's sex magic? That's why they're doing sex magic root work. They're doing sex magic root work on you to root you. Yep, because you walked away. What I was paid to get to know you better. A mother. Somebody that show up as a mother. This person was paid to get into your energy, get to know all about you, all this shit. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. What is the star, Queen of Cups? Gemini. This person has some sort of Gemini placement somewhere in their spine. Again, they were paid. Somebody was paid for this. And their spine, and what they see with them spine is that you're fighting whatever this magic is that they paid to do to you. Spirit is saying whoever this mother figure is too, this is somebody this person was doing sex magic on you too. Whoever this person, this Queen of Cups star that somebody paid to do this work on you, this is somebody that has taken advantage of you in a dream state too. And they want to know if you know. That's why they're spying. Yep. They're fighting now because this is being exposed. Yeah. And they're confused. How is being exposed? Yeah, they're confused. Scared that this is being exposed. They're scared that you're about to receive some sort of justice because you healed from whatever they did. You healed from something that somebody did. Somebody's name could be Blair. Is what I just heard. Blair. What is not the first time? And that's another thing. Yeah, not the first time. Spirit is saying somebody made a decision, and the decision was to betray you because they were paid in the past to get this done. So they did it. They were already paid the money. They already accepted the payment. So they could not do the work. They did the work. They betrayed you. Yeah, 24. Yeah, because they were already paid. They already accepted the money. Now somebody's stuck contemplating suicide. Y'all remember weeks, months ago when we got that download where somebody was saying suicide. Somebody was trying to get somebody to off themselves. This could be the same motherfucker here. This could be the same person now. Yeah. They're having a tower because a child walked away. Yeah. And they missed an opportunity because somebody wants to sleep with you. And as of lately, I've been seeing a lot of visions of that, right? They're showing me visions of people beating off, of women touching on themselves. They've even shown me of people sleeping together. But what they're doing sex magic to harness and pull. So this could be people that was harnessing and pulling off of my energy. That could be the reason why I was getting a download. So some of you guys, if you're seeing things like that, it could be because somebody's working your energy. They're working and they're pulling on your energy. Because somebody wants you to want them. Somebody wants you to want them. Because they're needing to manifest. That could be the energy that somebody here walks in. Power of manifestation, right? Wealth, that type of energy. For some of you guys, it could even be healing. And that's the energy that somebody wants. So they're pulling on your energy. Even before I even like came into my like I knew what certain of my gifts were. There were times where, I seen a couple people. For some of them were celebrities too, but this was like, I want to say about 2-3 years ago. Excuse me, before I knew some of my gifts and so forth. And I was like, yo, why is this person in my energy, but I feel so like turned on? And then it's like I would see the vision of the person like touching on themselves or, doing whatever, right? And I'm like, and at first I was a little taken back because I was like, that shit funny, right? Like, because I couldn't understand. But what I didn't know is that they were pulling on my energy because they were manifesting off my energy. So if you ever notice stuff like that, that's because these people are pulling on your energy to manifest whatever it is that they want. That is all part of sex magic. And if you don't know, then you're just going to be lost in the sauce. But like I told you, a lot of people, they use sex magic to manifest the things that they want. Meanwhile, they try to block you from being able to manifest, but they'll manifest off of your energy. That's for some of you guys, that's another reason why somebody here was cock blocked too. Because it's like somebody is manifesting off your energy. And if you're sexual, right? If you're sexual with somebody, then that happens to bring in whatever you want to. So they do things to block you from being able to be intimate with anybody. So therefore, they would be able to manifest and harvest your energy for themselves. I didn't know that, but yeah, now I know. Yep, a Leo could be significant. A Leo could be significant. Yeah, Spirit could saying, if you're a high priestess, you could have closed out a cycle with somebody from a home, a King of Swords. Yeah, that could be jealous of your wishes. Not even that they're jealous of your wishes. Some of them are jealous of the gifts that you have, your abilities, and so forth. What's contemplating suicide? An opportunity. Somebody's contemplating suicide because of whatever opportunity they took. To take action. For some of you guys, somebody could have taken some sort of action to murder suicide. Somebody was offered to take you out. Somebody could have even tried taking you out. And now they're contemplating suicide because they could be seeing something. They could be seeing their own death. So now they're contemplating taking themselves out because of whatever they're going through a mirror. 2929. They're going through a mirror and somebody's worried because I just started shaking my leg. So they're worried. And for some of you guys, somebody could be saying they're a cop. Either somebody is a crooked cop or they're not a cop at all. Okay, so be mindful of that. If somebody shows up to you, okay, or if shows up to your doorstep and they're like, oh, they're a cop, they want to ask, make sure you get their badge number or whatever. Make sure you get call wherever they say they work at and find out before you let somebody in or even talk to somebody, because Spirit is saying for some of you guys, this person could be showing up as a cop and they're not a cop at all, or for some of you guys they're a crooked cop, but I'm picking up they're not a cop at all. This is just, and I watched a show. Was it a show or is it a movie like that, where there were two guys and they would like dress up like SWAT. They dress like they're SWAT, and they would go and they would bust down like drug dealers, operations, right? Make it look like they're the SWAT team, and they would take all these people work and hustle it off themselves, and basically just stealing from these people. Confirmation. So be mindful. Somebody might try to say that they work with some kind of police. There's some sort of a cop, criminal investigation, something along those lines. That ain't who somebody is. So be mindful of that. A King of Wands. Be mindful. Be mindful of that. Okay. This person could be scared of some sort of death, some sort of ending that's coming to them, because they were paid to probably take you out, or they could have paid somebody to take you out in the past, or they could have taken you out in the past. Now whatever they did is haunting them. That's why they could be contemplating suicide. Anywho, what's tax evasion? We got the Moon, Knight of Wands, the Empress, to the Five of Pentacles. So somebody could have said that an Empress is not, an Empress could be homeless because they didn't pay their taxes. Something like that. But there's some sort of secret. A Cancer is involved. A Cancer is involved. So somebody is saying that an Empress is homeless because they didn't pay their taxes. But that's a secret of a Knight of Wands. There's some sort of moon work was done because somebody was obsessed with this Empress being in the Five of Pentacles. And they said it was because of tax evasion. They said it's because the Empress didn't do or pay their taxes. Now, y'all remember, this is drawing me back to even my story, right? The tax evasion thing. Because y'all remember I said when I did my taxes, the person that I paid to do my taxes, they didn't do my taxes right because they never filed my W-2. They never filed the W-2 that I gave them. They took my EIN number for my business and they did whatever they wanted to do. So I had to go back into some system and basically amend my taxes myself. And that is still under investigation because I sent all the information to the IRS. I just haven't heard back yet. So somebody could be dealing with something like that. Somebody is saying that an Empress could be in the Five of Pentacles because they didn't pay taxes. Yeah, something like that. Okay. What is this? Yeah, it's work. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. A Cancer that's jealous of somebody. They're on the judgment for it. Yeah. Tony, the person who did my taxes, Tony West. Yeah, you probably watch me too, motherfucker. Just know that I did take the steps to file identity theft. Yeah, somebody's pissed off because this is being exposed. So whoever this person is, this person could also be working with somebody else here. I guess it was a group. Yeah. A Leo could be in regrets right now because of some sort of ending. Or because somebody could have passed away. Somebody could have paid for somebody's death and somebody else around them could have passed away. Yeah, a group is having an epiphany right now. Yeah, and a family is scared that this is being shed light upon. Yeah, because a Libra is being freed from something for walking away. Yeah, from a Pisces that was not being logical about whatever they did, about the sacrifice. I'm trying to tell you guys, and that's what's being exposed. So on top of this, the exploiting a child, this stuff that even happened to me is even coming out as well. Yeah. A group of high priestesses decided to close a cycle, yeah, on a home situation so a Cancer could have the will go in their favor. Yeah. Yeah, because a King of Swords could be jealous of somebody's gifts, somebody's talents. Yeah, and they're pissed off because a King of Wands is in regrets. Yeah, everything is being exposed. Everything is being exposed. Even the group, whoever the group, everybody that's involved, they're all in regrets because they've been spying on someone. They've been spying on someone, but somebody already turned their back and walked away because somebody already healed. Yeah, 3553, something is returned. It's returned. So some of you guys, you're going to start hearing that people is being investigated. Some of you guys, you're going to hear people has gotten arrested. And that's why it's coming out. The reason it's coming out is because the investigation has started, or people has already started being arrested for whatever and whoever is involved here. So something is going to be bigger than somebody expected. It's even bigger than probably I knew, right? This could be like a whole ring of, you know what I mean? Confirmation, 3636 on the timer. What is the mental illness, please, Spirit? Whoever has mental illness, they're in regrets. They're in regrets because somebody got away by listening to their intuition. Okay? And now they're in regrets about it. Yep. Because you moved away. And now somebody is scared because they're under judgment. You had to move away, get away from someone, something, in order for somebody to be placed under investigation. So for all I know, the apartment that I stayed in, probably Tony West lived in that motherfucker. I don't know. You understand? Because you don't know. You shit. We don't know. I just heard somebody say bitch. Somebody's name could be Eric. Because that's the person face that I just saw. Their name is Eric. But you're talking about I'm a bitch. I don't walk on 4 legs, honey. Okay? We all know what a bitch is. And I don't walk on the 4s. What's trauma? Somebody could even be a Freemason. What is trauma, please? Heartbroken. 2 of Pentacles. Somebody's heartbroken. It could be a Cancer or a Scorpio, or a person that has Cancer, Scorpio placements. They're heartbroken because they juggled something, or they're now faced with their trauma that they put onto someone. It's now happening to them. Whatever they did or whatever they're involved in, they're now getting the effects of whatever this is. Yeah, because somebody walked away from a Cancer. Yeah, that has been spying on someone because they want to come in with a dirty offer. Yeah, but somebody got some sort of message about this work that was being done. A Scorpio is having a tower. Yeah. Yeah. For some of you guys, pay attention to, somebody may reach out to you after hours. And if you know you don't talk to people after a certain time, I would advise against answering that call. Okay. Somebody's name could be Fatima or even Wanda. Okay. Sex trafficking is being clarified by a Queen of Swords that missed an opportunity. To have for a Cancer to sacrifice someone, or to have a Cancer sacrifice shit. I don't know. I know I don't have Cancer placements. Okay. But sex trafficking. Definitely. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, they're into sex trafficking, and they missed an opportunity trying to sex traffic somebody. That's one of the ways to get rid of people too. Have them sex trafficked, and then when they're done with them, they take them up. They take them out. Yeah, especially somebody wasn't being logical, or somebody didn't see something. Yeah, somebody's hateful. And whoever somebody's blocked having a tower due to the work that they've been doing, and they're confused. Why? Because of Virgo. Because of Virgo healed, or how a Virgo healed. Somebody's confused how a Virgo healed from whatever they did. Yeah, because a cycle closed out. And they know a cycle closed out because of whatever they're going through. Somebody's name could be Amy. I just heard Oswaldo. Somebody's name could be that. Shit. What's rape? A Leo. A Leo. Leo could have sent somebody who could have sent at least 8 wands, 8 males to somebody's home to rape them and their family. A Leo, 8 wands, 8 of wands. A Leo could have gotten some sort of information, or a Leo could have sent at least 8 men to somebody's home to gang rape them. You know, sex trafficking, they get paid when people are sex trafficked too. That's like a big thing. So imagine if this is the information, because I'm looking at the sun and they're drawing me to it looks like a yoni. They could have sent somebody could even be a Leo, have Leo placements. They sent at least 8 men to somebody. Just look how this looks, right? Basically to go into, you see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? These could be people that's infected too, because all these ones have fire at the end, at the tip. All these people could be infected. But if they slept with you, right, whatever you have, this purity energy, this energy that you have, all this white would heal them from whatever sicknesses that you have. Spirit saying you walked away though. You walked away. Somebody is burning. I'm not making it up. Somebody is burning. Or somebody was burning when they did this to you. This could have happened to you as a child. I'm picking up past energy. I don't even know where the past life deck is. I'm picking up on past energy. Somebody could have sent somebody, at least 8 males to your home. And for some of you guys, this is something you probably don't even remember. God, why do I have to put on these messages? At least 8 masculines were sent to somebody's home when they were a child. And they all raped this person. They all was infected. And they all was healed after they did what they did to this child. The child shifted the wheel. Man. There's a Scorpio that knows what happened to you as a child. And they hid it. For some of you guys, this Scorpio was part of it. Something that happened to you. Not only did the Scorpio know they were part of it, they could have orchestrated it. A dirty love offer to close a cycle on a home. 4444 on the timer. This was supposed to bring you an ending with the chariot. This was supposed to end you. That's how sick somebody, whatever somebody had, that had sex with somebody, you were supposed to be up out of here. That's why somebody wants to know, how the fuck did you heal? Because this person, it's like whatever happened, somebody could have resorted back to their old ways, and the shit is back on them, and they could be on their way out. This could be the reason, baby, stop it. This could be the reason why they're contemplating suicide. Because whatever they did was supposed to take you out. You wasn't supposed to heal. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. It's like somebody feel like some ain't right. That's how they feel. Like some ain't right. They don't even feel right because they already know. This work, this energy is already back on them. Yeah, but you guys went through some sort of rebirth with the phoenix. Looking at me. That's why these people going through karma. That's why some of them is going to jail. And that's why some of them is actually on their way out, transitioning up out of here. Because they were paid to do this to you. I'm telling you, this is past energy. This is past energy. Some of you guys are going to hear something within the next 72 hours. Between the next 12 to 24 to 72 hours, you're going to hear something. Something could have happened 5 years ago. Okay? Something could have happened 5 years ago or even 10 years ago. But between the next 12 to 24 or even 72 hours, you guys are going to get some sort of word about something, about someone. Okay? Yep. Somebody's name could be Megan. Was drugged. Somebody raped you and they did something to erase your memory so that you wouldn't remember. When these people did this to you, the Queen of Swords or whoever is involved of this group, or is not involved, but like the head of the group, the person that's responsible for these people, they did something to wipe your memory so you wouldn't remember. Drugged. You were drugged by a Virgo Pisces, or you were drugged and you don't remember. You don't remember something because they drugged you. You don't remember being drugged and raped by a group of people that's under judgment right now. You don't remember. Yeah. A Scorpio. Somebody's wondering why a Scorpio is suffering. They're suffering because they orchestrated this rape. Somebody orchestrated for something to happen to you, and they made sure you were raped. And because you were raped, you don't remember what the fuck happened. And these men, these 6 of Wands, at least 6 of Wands, got some sort of wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. Because a child could have died. For some of you guys, they killed you. For some of you guys, that's how you died. That could be one of the ways somebody died in a past life. And for some of you guys, if this happened to you in this life, you literally died and was brought back. A Taurus did some sort of work. Now they could be fighting. Now they could be fighting for their own fucking life. What's the obstacle in this situation? What did the card do? The obstacle is a child. Page of Pentacles. A Page of Pentacles is in the Ten of Wands. Somebody's child. Oh. So somebody's child could be in the Ten of Wands. Because whatever somebody did to you, especially if they did something to your child too, or they did something to you as when you were a child, now something is happening with their child. What's the Page of Pentacles? Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Magician, Three of Cups. This child is going to be able to celebrate something. This child is going to get some sort of justice after suffering. Yep. Yes, they are. They're going to get some sort of justice after going through the sufferation. Because the cycle is over with this group that's now pissed off. What's the best course of action here for the collective? Best course of action, you're about to get you're about to get wish fulfillment. Some spirit wants you to know that these people, this group is doing work so they can shift the wheel because they're under judgment. Yep, they're trying to have the world go in their favor. But spirit is saying they're under judgment because of this truth. That's why it's being exposed, and that's why they're scared. That's why somebody is now fearing for their life. That's why somebody contemplating suicide, because whatever they did to you is coming back to haunt them. Especially if you told somebody, whatever you do to me will be done unto you. And somebody could have laughed in your face. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, right. Now they see it's fucking happening. Now they see it's happening. Whatever somebody did to you is happening to them. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It could be them and their whole fucking family that this is happening to. Because you were able to heal from whatever this was. Ay, ay, ay. I don't like reading this type of stuff, but Spirit said, you better put that message out. And somebody keeps trying to swap their energies with you because they know that they're on their way out. They keep trying to swap their energies out with yours. And they don't realize they're making it worse for themselves. Yeah, the clock is ticking. Somebody is on borrowed time. Somebody here is on borrowed time. Soulmate. So this could be somebody you considered a soulmate. Yes, for some of you guys, your own soulmate could have had you raped by other people. But Spirit is saying, not today, demon. Not today. Kisses. Heart with the key. Yo, that's in the reverse. Yep, somebody just looked at you as an option. You never meant anything to this person. You never meant anything to this person. Okay? This person or these people could be suffering from addictions too. Okay, at the bottom we got separation. You're going through a separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Okay? You're going through a separation with whoever the fuck you considered your soulmate. Okay? Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So a soul contract has been broken. Spirit is saying, not today, demon. Not today. Okay, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. Okay, we have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So some of you guys may be getting ready to meet somebody new, I don't know. But we have a heart with the key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. We have not enough. Somebody didn't feel like you were not enough, but that's in reverse. The Spirit is saying you are enough here. Okay, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, jealousy. That's in the reverse. So you guys are not dealing with that. You guys are not jealous. You're not in your ego. You're not fearful, you're not self-sabotaging, you're not lacking confidence, and you're surely not frustrated in a relationship. The other person or these people could be dealing with that. But again, somebody viewed you as an option. Okay, keys on the ring. You were just another option to this person. Many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Somebody viewed you as a one night stand because they already had their people violate you, or they were part of the people that violated you. We have a palm tree. Okay, regardless of what's happening, you do have a firm foundation, is what Spirit is saying. You are planted, you are firm. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Okay? Spirit is saying there's a girl with a snake or a guy with a snake. This was an empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So some of you guys need to go ahead and enable your boundaries, set your boundaries even higher than they once was. Okay, and they want you to know that you were being charmed, you were being used, because whoever you guys were dealing with, if you're an empath, this person is a narcissist. 55 on a timer. They're going through a mirror. Okay, then we have a sword and a rose. Okay, you guys are now gaining clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor. You're protected. Okay, even your power is protected, and you guys are regaining your power. So this is clarity for some of you guys. Some of you guys, like I said, you may not have remembered what could have taken place with you because you were drugged. You were drugged when this happened. And for some of you guys, you could have even been young when it happened. Okay? I'm thinking what else I want to pull. Let's go ahead and wrap it on up, huh? Let's wrap it on up. What's the messages, please? Yep, they just said pay attention to the next 12 to 24 to 72 hours. Okay, pay attention. Some of you guys may get some sort of news about something or about someone. Okay, or from something or from someone. Something along those lines. Okay. Pay attention to the clouds too. Some of you guys may receive messages in the clouds. Last week, Friday, was it Friday? Saturday, after I read for you guys, and I went on my way back here, you know, like you can feel when eyes are on. I don't know how, but I'm very like into it. Like I'm very like, and it's like I felt eyes on me, and I'm like, who the fuck could be watching me in a car? So because I looked up, the driver wasn't paying any attention to me. But then when I looked straight forward, there was an eye watching me through the clouds. I was being right. So I was being watched, and then for a slight moment, like I was like a little bit like I've seen like figures in the clouds, but it was an actual eye, right? Actually, eye just watching me. So I was like a little freaked out. I'm like, what the fuck, So I took my eye off. By the time I put my eye back exactly where it was gone, right? And then they started showing me like the sun was like pouring, like it was like different cracks, but like that milk and honey energy, because that's what I heard, milk and honey. It's like the sun was like pouring in. Then I saw like horses carrying like the chariot, right? But I saw the horses, and then the chariot to the back, and then I saw like this big kingdom, right? So some of you guys, your guides could be talking to you through the clouds. Okay, pay attention, because they just showed me that as I looked at that moon, and I saw that face in the moon. So pay attention. Some of you guys may even be getting messages from the moon too. You might look into the moon, and you may be seeing like faces or figures on the moon, in the moon, stuff like that. Okay. But this says nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moons. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Y'all can see that face in the moon. Do you see that? Yeah. This says confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. And the energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Okay, so a Leo, and a Scorpio could be significant here. We did see the Leo and we saw the Scorpio. So this is confirmation for somebody, okay? This message is confirmation for you, okay? Some of you guys may have been even getting dreams about something that could have happened and you weren't able. So this could be me like helping you be able to put something together or figure something out. And, a question. I was about to close it on out. But let's get a question. Sorry, my daughter don't have any pants. I was the next. Oh, what's the message, please? Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Okay. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Today's soul action, ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Okay. All right, collective, that is it. That is all we have on this message. All right. I just heard Amy again. Somebody's name is definitely Amy. Yeah, I just took a scent of sewage. So somebody's playing in somebody's energy again. That's ridiculous. Whoever, like, she needs to take care of her health. But it looks like whatever this person got going on, something could be getting worse for someone. It could be getting worse. But anywho, collective, that is all I have on this energy. I will talk to you guys on the next message. Have a great and wonderful evening. I love you all. Ciao for now.